So, as some of you may remember, a few months ago, when there were the rumours going around about, well, there weren't rumours, there were leaks about SeaWorld copywriting some names for Busch Gardens Tampa, I made a video called RMC Gwazi Won't Happen. Now, yeah, I was wrong in that video, and it really hasn't aged well, as many of you will see if you go back to that video now. There are just a flood of comments that have come in pretty recently telling me that I'm wrong and stuff. But yeah, that was made before it was confirmed, and yeah, I was wrong. But today I'm going to be predicting again. Maybe I'll go right this time, even though it didn't first. Try again, I guess. So let me give a bit of context. Last night, SeaWorld held like a conference, and basically there was Tigress, which was one of the trademarked names for Busch Gardens Tampa, and that turned out to be a coaster, a Skyrocket 2 by Premier Rides, which looks pretty cool. Of course, it does have the comfort collars, which kind of suck, but yeah, I'm sure it'll still be a great ride, such as stuff like Electric Eel and Tempesto and stuff also have comfort collars, and I've heard they're pretty decent rides. So hopefully this will follow in that trend and also be a pretty good ride. However, it is certainly overshadowed by their 2020 investment which they're making. However, before I got onto that, also there was a Busch Gardens Williamsburg Giga that was kind of hinted at. I've not many people are talking about that, but yeah, that's very interesting and for another video. But of course, the main one was RMC Gwazi was all but confirmed. They basically said that it was going to be turned into a hybrid ride, and that its future is rocky or something like that. Something about it being rocky, and that also hints to a RMC Rocky Mountain Construction hybrid roller coaster, which is probably what this coaster is going to be. And of course, I'm not complaining. I mean, it's going to be a great coaster. However, I think it is getting a little bit overhyped, as people are expecting it. Well, from what I've heard, people are kind of expecting it to be the next like Steel Vengeance, and I don't think it's going to be that exciting. But anyway, we're getting on to the main topic of this video. Why I don't think that it will duel, because most people are kind of just assuming that this ride will duel, because of course Gwazi was a dueling wooden GCI roller coaster, and most people are just assuming that it will be a dueling roller coaster, such as something like Twisted Colossus. However, I really don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be more along the routes of a Storm Chaser type of ride. Of course, that used to be a dueling roller coaster too in Twisted Twins. And yeah, I think this is. I think I could see this becoming a just a one long track RMC hybrid coaster. Mainly because the wood is very weak and unstable, of course. So if they were building a dueling coaster, then they would kind of have to use more of the original structure, and that means that using more kind of damaged wood and having to refurbish and replace more damaged wood, which would of course cost more. However, if they were building a just a normal hybrid coaster, one track, they didn't have to necessarily use all of that wood. I mean, of course, if it was a dueling coaster, they wouldn't have to use it all, but like it would still cost more to get the wood and stuff, of course, because of course two coasters is more than one, or the length of two tracks more than just the length of one track. Well, you get what I'm meaning. And also the reason they can't use the wood in its state now, and even just like stronger wood, well, like using the more strong bits of wood, is because it will RMC puts a lot of stress on the track, of course, because they are big. They are big hybrid coasters, which lots of airtime, lots of forceful moments and stuff, which put a lot of force on the riders, the trains, because the track and the supports and stuff. So yeah, the RMC would have put a lot of stress on the supports and the old wood, which I'm not sure if the wood in its current state will be able to hold. But of course, if they are pursuing this project, then yeah, they already do have something sorted out for this. Which is quite interesting. Yeah, so basically overall, I think one long roller coaster is going to be much more likely than a dueling coaster. Um, if it is a dueling coaster, I could definitely see something more like Twisted Colossus or Mobius Loop coaster. Instead of them going with a two-track dueling coaster. However, if it was a two-track dueling coaster, it probably would be better because it's 2 credits either side. So yeah, as I said, I was wrong before, but hopefully I'm right this time in predicting this. So yeah, tell me below what you guys think it is. So just to finish off this video, if Busch Williamsburg does get a Giga in 2020, I think 2020 could be one of the best coaster years, like, of all time. Such as both Busch Gardens parks, two very high-profile parks, getting two very big coasters. Of course, a Giga coaster. There's only 5 in the world, in being Leviathan, Steel Dragon, Millennium Force, Intimidator 305, and of course Fury 325. So it will be the 6th Giga, and hopefully something might into him, but you never know. So yeah, hopefully Busch Gardens Williamsburg does receive a Giga in 2020, and yeah, I think it'll accompany the RMC Gwazi very well. So of course, I'm probably going to get this wrong, but so yeah, just tell me what you think below, and thank you guys for watching, see you guys later, bye guys.